This is the time when you can relax and learn about everything that's here, and you don't have to get up and walk around. Close the door out there too, please. I was just told this afternoon that there was a poll given out that Clinton and Dole were in a dead heat. Dole is dead and Clinton's in heat. See, you heard it here. People pass that kind of information along gladly. Now, I'm not going to introduce the people. I'll let them introduce themselves, and it's going to be running through here as quickly as we can, but we want you to know what's here and what's available, and then you got 4.5 days at least to go ahead. Okay, is there a staff person out there that can lock that door? And here we go. The first one up out of the chute is a very suspicious looking character, so whatever he says, you know, it's probably half right.
Watch it there now. Okay. I'm Stan Irvin. I'm from Hays, Kansas. And what we've done, and basically what we've done and what we're doing is we have established a company called Heartland Herbs. What it is, it's a company that's an umbrella for lots of companies out there, to where you can join one company but have access to several companies. It's a new concept that's been created with, well, it really hadn't been my idea, my concept, but I picked up on it and been carrying it along and doing a lot of the travel work on it. But what we're doing is we've got 30-some companies right now that's underneath one umbrella. We're looking for other companies. We're getting a lot of exposure across the country, and you will find, as far as doing the business, it's a whole lot cheaper than going out here and trying to compete with a lot of things that's going on. Plus, also what we're doing is we're trying to unite the people across the nation. We're also trying to unite people as far as the knowledge. In other words, there's people out in the southeastern part of the United States that has no idea what's going on in the Midwest, or has no idea what's going on in the Northwest. So we're out here basically to help unite people with lots of good ideas, concepts. We're also looking for good concepts of energy or anything that you've got that you want to come to us and be interested in joining Heartland, and we'll definitely show you what the program is all about, and we'll also show you what the compensation plan is. Thank you.
Well, they said I could help myself up here. Over the last 14 years, I'm Mason Rumney, and I've lectured from 14 years ago on Flanagan devices. The Neurophone used to be $1,000. We have a special conference price of $650 this weekend. The Neurophone by Patrick Flanagan. Basically a piezo-optic stimulator of the nervous system, often rated as a telepathic equipment. In addition to that, we have some very unique earth pulse generators from very small to small handheld size that go from 14 hertz all the way down to the deep delta 0.5 state. Now, are most of you familiar with these things? If not, get familiar with this conference, because there's a lot here that we can use to alter our consciousness and slow our brainwave patterns down. That's what the whole conference introduced a lot of times, is altered states and altered feelings and altered ways to live. My Dome Home project, coming from the Monolithic Conference this year, one company alone has got 38 states where people are now dome builders, contractors. Monolith themselves has done over 10 foreign countries in the last few years. It's one of the biggest, fastest growing industry for energy efficient housing that can be buried if you want, They're so energy efficient, you don't have to. For any other information on these products, you're welcome to come to the booth and talk. I don't know what number, but it's over there. Back in the corner, right? We also have several books on DHEA and some other rejuvenation concepts, as well as with Flanagan's Crystal Water. A lot of you may or may not know he was nominated for a Nobel Prize for his research in the water. He fasted with it for 6 months. 72 trace minerals in this colloidal structuring form. It's one of the most powerful things I've ever run across if you ever want to boost your whole body and energy system. Mix it with a little spirulina. It's a pure ATP structuring for recoding the blood and energy. It's what all the algae are about. So please drop by. I don't know when my 3 minutes are up, but oh, time's up. There she is. Thank you for your time.
Hello, I'm Elaine Finster-Bittnar, and I've been here for the last 12 years, and I'm here, I believe, for the last time this year. I'm retiring. Anyway, our booth is right here. We have Young Living products. They're essential oils, and we feel they're the purest essential oil, grade A product there is known. I've seen 3 people personally who were in the intensive care unit. I went one time, applied oils to the husband's feet, and in 3 minutes we saw the monitors in the intensive care room change, and the nurses were just wondering what happened, and he was getting better, and he walked out on his own 2 feet about 10 days later, where the other 2 patients did not do as well with the same problem he had. Secondly, we have some feng shui items there. Feng shui is the Chinese way to balance oneself with their environment, and I've been doing that for 8 years now. I've written a book on it, and we have some mirrors. I have some mirrors from Montana that are made specially for me, as well as brought some up from Trinidad, West Indies. I have somebody make them for me down there. So we have some pigs. Pigs bring money, and so we got a few little pigs from a little pig farm. And so they go along with the oils. You get the abundance oil, you put it on the pig, and then you just kind of wait for the telephone to ring or the mail to come in. So we're right over there. We have 3 booths, actually. And my time's not up, but I think that's all I'll say tonight. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Doe Kelly from Boulder, Colorado, and I just got off the airplane Tuesday night after 3 weeks in England in search of the elusive crop circle. My booth is over there with crop circle t-shirts and other paraphernalia, jewelry, and so forth and so on. But besides that, in the booth, I'm also representing Ethereum Gold products, which, if any of you are familiar with David Hudson's work, it's ingestible superconductors. They seem to do what they say they will do. If you want more information, come to the booth. I'm also selling electronic smog busters, little beads and tabs, and crystal catalyst pendants for people who work with video display terminals and computers, television sets, and so forth to help with the electromagnetic field protection. And I have 2 albums on which I sing. One is a meditation album, one is a Christmas album. So stop by. Oh yeah, how many minutes do I have? 1. Yeah, when I was flying out of Heathrow, this was really cool because I spent 3 weeks looking for crop circles, and it was a rainy, drizzly day, and so I didn't think I'd be able to see anything, and I was looking and looking for 10 minutes through the clouds as I was flying over the English countryside on Tuesday, and I lay back to rest for a minute, and then something said, open your eyes and look out the window, and I looked out the window to my left, and there was this big formation near Uffington, which I knew about, which was a Vesica Pisces, if anybody knows that in sacred geometry, and you'll probably see pictures of it tomorrow in Ron Russell's slideshow. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello, I'm Pamela Golden. I'm an acupuncturist. I have only one product, and I've exhibited here for about 5 or 6 years. I live in Yarnell, Arizona now. This is it. You might see it walking around with some people. What I'd like to do is invite any of you who, after sitting here for a while, start getting some cramps or getting some tension in your back to come and visit me in booth number 39, and I'd be happy to give you a pain relief demonstration or maybe balance your chakras or your meridians and explain this light to you. It's a wonderful tool for the layperson to work on themselves. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Judith Parr, and my tables are located near the I Am chart. I have a lot of esoteric books, especially featuring those of Sai Baba, Yogananda, and the I Am activity, as well as 5 books that I have authored. I also have some of the Young Living oil products, and I'd be delighted to share testimonials about the Young Living. I also have a wonderful skin product that's called Rosa Angelica. For a person who used to have dry skin all the time, it's miraculous to me to have this little product that I only use 5 drops a day. And for those of you who are early birds in the morning, I'm the lady who starts the day with singing before we have speakers every morning. So I hope you'll sing with us every day and come join us. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm representing Metatron's wheel. I'll try to hold it up here so you can see it. This came to my husband in a 3-year or a 2-year time span, and he had telepathic and channeled information on it. And it started with Metatron's cube, and there's like 144 sacred symbols in here, and was given to us so that we could learn to empower ourselves and to bridge the gap between our reality and our higher manifesting consciousness. And by placing yourself in the heart, you can, and with intention, you can manifest anything you wish, because it teaches you to do that. It's like some of us need a tool, some of us don't, but I do, so it works good for me. It's also a healing tool. My husband put himself into the wheel because they had instructed him to, and to bring himself to balance bring the skin on top of his head to balance that had this large mole on it. And when you're getting kind of bald, you hate to see ugly things up there, so he combs his hair over it. And but anyway, so he did, and less than 3 weeks, it had completely went through an awful ugly stage of everything, and then it just, poof, it was gone. And he did that twice to 2 moles, and walked into the back of the motorhome one day and cut his nose open real bad here. And if any of you were at the Solar Heart in San Diego, you would have seen him with this big gash and scratch down his face. And that night he said, "Why did this have to happen?" And this little voice said, "Take it into the wheel." So he did, and the next day he got up and there's this scab on his nose, and he's looked at it and he touched it and it fell off, and there was nothing, to show that he'd ever had a cut. And the doctor that had seen it the day before was really amazed, and about 100 people were amazed at seeing this. So I know that it's a good healing tool if you place yourself in the heart and with intention. There's nothing that you could do. Thank you very much. My name is Marion Raycop. I'm sorry.
Where are you? What booth number?
Number 1, in the corner. This is right in the corner. I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Crystal Bob from Crestone, Colorado, and I've gone many trips to Brazil, and probably from past life healing temples got me down there saving specimens that they would treat as commodities and break up, and I'm over there where there's a lot of geodes and various things. And if you're down, what booth number? I think it's 71. It's just right in that corner there. And I also have made candles from cathedral quartz pieces in my collection. And if you're anywhere down in south central Colorado, Crestone, powerful energy vortex, look me up, because I got a rather amazing collection that when production was high in the 80s, now it's about 1/10 of normal, at double the price because of greed and corruption in Brazil, basically. And so I've got, especially going in for quartz and other healing stones, and also give astrological updates. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Stillwell from Tacoma, Washington. I have a most wonderful product. After selling vitamins, minerals for many years, we came on to a product that has all the vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and enzymes known to man. This is not a food supplement. This is a whole food. And it goes into your system. 98% of it will be absorbed. And it goes in within 30 seconds. I'm going to invite you back to the booth over in the corner here. We have a Crillion camera, and we can take a picture of your energy emanation, let you hold this in your mouth for 30 seconds and retake it and show the change that takes place. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never, outside of a baby or small child, seen a 100% healthy person. That means that, if I'm right, there's nobody in this crowd that's healthy, completely balanced in their structure. If there's one in here that believes you are, come back. I have the unique ability to be able to check you and tell you structurally what's out of balance. And I'll do that for you. And let's see if we can find one healthy person. I'm still searching. We're right back here in this booth. Feel free to come back, have a drink of our sea silver, start getting your body filled up with these wonderful minerals. Right in the corner of the booth. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Charles Bolta, and I own American Environmental Products. I manufacture up. Can everybody hear me now? Great. My name is Charles Bolta, and I own American Environmental Products, and I manufacture some lighting products called SAD, or Seasonal Affect Disorder Lighting. In the corner over there, it's, from what I understand, people tell me it's the most advanced there is available today. I went after not just correct lighting, but also the environmental pollutions from fluorescent fixtures, the magnetic, electric, radio frequency, X-ray, and also the frequency of light. Even the box that we developed is what they call powder coated, so it doesn't off-gas, and it's baked enamel. I try to cover every single possible problem there has been with lighting, and I'm going after it in a great way. We also have some other products. We have a thermotherapy product over there, and it's for prostate problems. It's FDA approved, and it also works with hemorrhoids. It's a very unique product. It's been tested on about 4,000 people. And there's a number of little things there, some mineral content products and some other things also. Lighting is my specialty. One thing I want to leave you all with, where you sleep at night, unplug everything. And if you have a house and you have control over your breakers, shut the breakers off. Try it for a week and see if you don't sleep better. It's one of the things I've spent many, many years researching. I've done a lot of lectures. I've done a lot of articles. And I tell everybody very honestly, electricity was not meant for us to sleep with. And if you try this, it doesn't cost you anything. It's the first step you can take to the best sleep you'll ever have. Pineal gland is affected by magnetic field and light, which also we try to do. And that gland is affected every night you go to lay down in your bed. I don't care whose room it is. Everything I've ever studied, everything I've ever done, the average bedroom is between 2 and 7 volts on the human body, and it's not supposed to be there. So, thank you very much. All the way in the corner with the lights on.
My name is David, representing Rono Ultra Health. Nearly all activities listed in the Farmer's Almanac are related to the phases of the moon. Some, such as the tide, planting of crops, and so forth. The movement or activity of parasites in the body is also related to the phase of the moon. A blood test that may reveal little to no presence of parasites if taken during a new moon. However, that same person or animal may show a massive number if taken during the full moon. I am offering one of the more aggressive dewormers available called Worm Squirm. They don't like it. Worldwide, parasites outrank cancer as our deadliest enemy. Worm Squirm 1 works specifically on roundworms. Worm Squirm 2 works specifically for flatworms. Both formulas combine to create a powerful vermifuge program. Pick up literature and price list. I am offering one of the more complete Clean Me Out programs available to remove incrustation and mucoid plaque from the intestines. This is vital for vibrant health. It's a total Clean Me Out program. There's different phases, so if you want to have it a little lighter, you can, or a little more drastic. I also offer hollow candles. Some people use them to clean out your ears. After a deworming program, one could rebuild with minerals, which will also help keep the worms in check. And it looks like we've had a good one offered here. Thank you. I'm at booth 36, right at the end of the first channel.
Good evening. My name is Trin. I'm from Canada, and with my partner Zia, who's from the U.S. We're mainly stress facilitators. We do spiritual soul development. But what I want to talk to you tonight is about the Bitron product line. Now, these products are mainly for your engine, for your fuel, and using these products in your vehicle, you'll reduce your emissions up to 90%. You'll basically get 10 to 30% better gas mileage. The wear and tear in your engine will go way down. We're right over here in the booth has the Bitron where people are waving. We have the TV set up. We're doing a talk on Monday night. But these products are so dynamic because of what they'll do for the environment. With emissions testing being implemented in all the major cities, gas prices going up, these products are so good for us. Now, in a vehicle, an average vehicle puts out 4 tons of emissions every year. That's if it's running good. A vehicle that's running poorly can put up to 20 times that amount. We have 2-stroke products over there. Running a lawnmower for an hour is like driving a car for 400 miles. That's why California is going to ban lawnmowers. Basically, they have to because they're so bad for us, or so bad for the environment. But an outboard motor running around on a lake is like driving 40 cars. That's how bad 2-strokes are. So we have 2-stroke products, we have penetrating lubricant, we have a tire safety solution. So as far as safety for yourself and your vehicle, as far as saving money and reducing the pollution in the environment, these products are very good. And one thing about it, the network marketing that this is hooked up with is the best I've ever seen. So please come over and check out the products. Look at purchasing them, trying them in your vehicle. You'll see the results. They're very measurable every time. 100% money back guarantee. Thank you very much.
I'm Dan Junker. Some of you may listen to our program. It's Junker, like an old car. You can laugh now. My booth's way back over in that corner, and I do talk radio programs, Health Quest on Saturday with American Freedom Network. I also do health programs on 21st Century Medicine Man with Media Bypass Magazine. And basically, I've been down running clinics in Dominican Republic, and then I went out and worked with some out in California. I'm getting ready to go down to Mexico. But I go all over the country looking for new products. DHEA is one of the new ones we're working with a lot, pregnenolone. We're also working with the Silver Wayne water. He will be speaking Sunday. We've got his products here. Also, the micro water and the BioH, alkaline water. How many of you have heard of Hoxie? Anybody heard of Hoxie? I've got all of Hoxie's old formulas. We still put that into tablets. Our product list is in the Heartland Herbs catalog. If you join up, we give you 10% off when you come by and purchase anything. Make sure you remind us. Let's see what else I had to say. Also, working with far infrared saunas. Mineral lamps, you see them at National Health Federation conferences. They cost $1,200. We've got them here for $350, so you can save money if you If you don't want to go to Chicago and buy them, you can save about $700-800. Basically, we've got all kinds of products. If you're interested in information on any of them, stop by and we'll visit with you.
Hi, my name is David Bowlby. I'm here on behalf of A+ Water Systems Unlimited. I'll be as brief as possible. Everybody realizes the importance of water. Water is not only beneficial, it's essential to healthy living. It controls all of your bodily functions. What we've done is we've taken the trouble of the shopping out for the consumer. Our booth is in the corner next to the Our Pure Aloe booth. We have a simple assurance guarantee. We have 3 ways to pay here today. One is retail, which we guarantee is 50 to 100% less than our closest competitor. Okay. 2 is 30% discount to everybody involved in the Global Science Program and during the convention. 3, we are also in the Heartland Herb catalog, where you can save 50% off of all of our equipment. Our assurance guarantee, simply stated, says that if you can find the same type of equipment that does the same things with the same quality manufacturer's guarantees, not dealership guarantees, we will not only refund your money, we'll let you keep our equipment. See us in the corner over there next to Our Pure Aloe.
I'm Janet Meisinger. I'm too short to stand behind this thing. Sorry. I'm with Heartland Herbs also, and I want to encourage you all to look into joining Heartland Herbs because they're going to continue to add wonderful products and self-reliant products and things that we all need to know about. And I have to tell you, within the first week of joining, I had my money back from what it cost me to join. Now I have this wonderful catalog and all these wonderful things that I can purchase from people that I love. The one thing that we've added to the Heartland Herb catalog is Dr. Betty Kamen's natural hormone replacement therapy. And this is based on the wild yam cream. It also has several other herbs in it. The amazing thing is the medical doctors are recommending this, and it has actually shrunk fibroid tumors. All you do is apply it topically, just half a teaspoon a day or so. And another woman who was 68 years old, there's a doctor's testimony in here that she had osteoporosis, and after using this for a while, a year, her bone density actually increased. Okay? And the other thing it helps is, I hear there's some women who have this problem. I have PMS and a handgun. Any more questions? I thought that's great. Anyway, Dr. Betty Kamen is going to be here this Tuesday night. If you want to talk to the lady who came up with this formula and to talk to her specifically about how it's helped women, we're back there in that room under the Heartland Herbs banner, and we also have tapes there of testimonies of women that you cannot believe what this has done for women. I mean, these are the kind of women that need the handgun, right? And so anyway, it's really changed their lives, and there's even some women on there that weep because they've had so much difficulty for so many years, and all of a sudden they use this and it's gone. Anyway, thank you very much. Come and hear Dr. Betty Kamen Tuesday night. Oh, I forgot to tell you where. At 120th and I-25 Holiday Inn. Okay?
I'm Sharon Finch, and I have the massage booth back there in the corner. I'm Sharon Finch, and I have the massage booth back in the corner. And they're $10 for a chair massage. You won't find it cheaper anywhere, I can guarantee it. I also brought with me some of my trigger point charts. And do any of you know what trigger points are? A few people do. Trigger points are spots on the muscle. They're kind of like calcium deposits on the muscle. And what they do is they refer pain to other parts of your body. So you may think that your pain is in your wrist when perhaps it's coming from your shoulder. I have done massages on people on the shoulder, and they will tell me that they can feel it down their arm and into their wrist and fingers. So if you don't know where your pain is coming from, it may very well be caused by some trigger points in the muscle. Also, in my practice, I use the TheraStem, and I bought this machine last February because I threw my back out, and it was so bad I could not sit down. I couldn't stand, without wiggling, doing the a little dance. And so I went to my chiropractor, got my back put back in place, but the pain still did not go away. After 2 treatments with my TheraStem, the pain was gone. My neighbor was also having trouble sleeping at night because he had a lot of pain in his legs. We used the TheraStem on his legs, and we massaged his legs really well. He slept through the night for the first time in years. So it really is a great machine, and it really has helped out my practice a lot. And I'd like for you to come back and talk to me. I'm back there in the corner. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I'm Gail Borden. I'm with Encore Recycling, and our booth is right directly over in that corner there. And you'll see a piece of wall there built out of 100% industrial waste material. The reason I'm here is that as a member of this organization, I know it to be a group of forward-thinking, open-minded people willing to look at a new product. This is brand new. We have just finished getting all of our certified tests done by laboratories right here in Colorado. And we've tested for compressive strength for water and freeze cycles, 300 of them. So you build a house out of this, it'll probably last 100 years or so before it deteriorates as much as only 2% after those 300 cycles. It is made up of materials that are widely and plentifully available all over the world. Fly ash, sugar beet waste, wood waste from building construction, from industrial broken shipping pallets and all that sort of thing. Yard wastes when you cut down your tree and grind it up. We put it in here. The beauty of this product is that it is like wood. You can saw it with a power saw with carbon tips. Like cement, you can stack it and build it in blocks. And we have a sample wall over here. I'd love for you to come take a look at it. It has many, many advantages. It's highly insulative. It's easy to build with, and it is so inexpensive to build with that we are looking forward to enabling Americans to own their own homes once more. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Clark Wallace. I have a company I call the Ginseng Gardens. I'm in northwest Arkansas, way back in the boondocks. And I grow herbs, I collect wild herbs, and it's everything I have is either gathered by me or grown by me. I grind them up myself, I put them in capsules myself, I do all the blending, all the mixing myself. I have just the straight herbs. I have herbs for various problems like arthritis, high blood pressure, various things. The most important herb I have is ginseng. I have pure wild ginseng. I also have ginseng that I've growing. I have been there for 17 years. I have ginseng roots that are 17 years old, very hard to come by. And the most important thing is that these herbs have never been gone through warehouses and processing and things like that. They're all pure wild stuff. And I'm in the corner in this next room here in the front corner there. And I know a lot of you have already tried my herbs, and I thank you all for that. Thank you.
I'm Eva Vale from Hayden Lake, Idaho. I have several interests, and so on my table I have information on mind control And my table is right over here. I think it's 72. So mind control is, of course, the ultimate weapon of the New World Order. So I have information there on that. I also live only 80 miles from Ruby Ridge, where they had the siege on Randy Weaver. So I was up there all those 11 days, and I compiled a book on that, which is on my table. My dear friend Ken Varden is here also, and he has information on the Republic of Texas. So if you're interested in what Texas is doing to get their freedom from this whole mess, you might want to talk to him. He also has information on some of the bombings and different things that would be of real interest. So I'd like to invite you to come back to my table and visit with us. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name's Liz Freeman, and I'm located over there in booth 15. It says micro water right behind the table that I'm at. It's right against the wall and next to the door. And I have been interested in rejuvenation for about 20 years and studying various aspects of that. And I've studied facial rejuvenation and entire body rejuvenation. And what I have at my booth is micro water. This is a system that I became involved in a few months ago, and it had such a tremendous impact on my own physical well-being that I got involved with it in a way of selling it. We can sell them retail, or we can also set you up if you want to sell the machines yourself. And let me explain what micro water is. Micro waters come out of Japan, and it's been a technology there for about 30 years. The machine that I have on display is called the Micro Water Series 1. It's a home unit, and you would attach it to your tap. What it does, first it filters the water. After it goes through the filter, and it's been cleansed of the chemicals and particles, then it goes into a chamber in which there are 2 platinum electrodes. And it does electrolysis through a membrane. And it produces 2 types of water, alkaline and acid. And you drink the alkaline water. The acid water you can use on your body, on your hair, or on your plants. And the alkaline water is very special. It's a restructured ionized water. And first of all, it's micro water. That means it's much smaller than the normal water, which is about 13 H2Os per cluster. The micro water is about 5 or 6 H2Os in a cluster. Secondly, it's alkaline, so it pulls the acid deposits out of your body, very similar to the way a macrobiotic diet would. Third, the last property is the most important. It's an antioxidant, very powerful, more powerful than any of your nutritional antioxidants. And so it goes in and quenches free radicals throughout your entire body. So come and talk to me over there at my booth, and I'd love to tell you more about it. I've got a video, and I've got lots of information. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Vitomir Petrovic, and I'm from Lakewood. My wife Ivan and I are here to share information with you about most likely most advanced sleep products in the world. We are working with a new complementary modality in wellness. We are working with magnetics, and we are working also with a new technology called ThermoTech. Magnetic sleep products are designed such a way to keep your body, first of all, to keep your body away from the flat surface. During the night sleep, we usually change, most of the time, we would probably change our position at least 50 times, even if we don't realize that. There are also magnets in the sleep products. Magnets help our immune system and our body to recover overnight. And also we have a pillow that is countered for our proper position of our neck and our head, so it allows us to relax and to go in the deep levels of sleep much faster. And when we wake up, we are truly rested. Please visit us at booth 35. I thank you very much.
Hi, my name's Judith Lorraine, and I'm here with my dear friend Marge Goings, and we are exhibiting at our booth Dr. William Shepard's wonderful, marvelous food supplement nutraceutical line that not only gets your body balanced, but it helps heal the body. And he's introduced a whole line for physicians and chiropractors and other caregivers, and that's where I fall in. The products are individualized and they're for short-term use, like the eye formula. They're exhibiting wonderful results with glaucoma, macular degeneration, and cataracts, among other things that happen. We have tremendous things for alternative hormone therapy for postmenopausal women that are dynamite. They're not only anti-aging, they're just incredible how they keep your body balanced. And if y'all are sick and tired of carrying around 30 and 40 and 50 pounds of stuff around your body and you want to get rid of it forever without dieting, please see us. It's very easy and it works. It's not painful. I dropped 35 pounds last year and not 1 pound has come back. I have never dieted and I eat exactly what I want when I want. We have wonderful sleep products that help people sleep. I had no idea so many people had problems sleeping. I'm not one of them, thank God. But they're incredible, and they balance the body. They're not just another vitamin. Please don't lump us in with the other products. Dr. Shepard is a leader in the field. He's an incredible human being that lives here in Parker, Colorado, and has total control over the encapsulation and formulation of his products. They are dynamite. Thank you. We're over here on the corner.
Good evening. I'm Jim Greenan. I have the International UFO Center. We're located right on the far wall. My wife and I, we've been on the road for about 5 years, going over the country selling UFO products. It's a very interesting job. We sell T-shirts, bumper stickers, tapes, books, which I don't have the books out. We don't have enough room for those. Well, we got mouse pads, and well, I'd like to encourage everybody, if you're interested in the subject of UFOs, is to come over and pick up a T-shirt. I will guarantee you, you will get a lot of stories. A lot of stories. We travel over the country. There's not a place that we stop at. I got an enclosed trailer out there with a big UFO on the side of it, that we don't get stories, and some good ones. We're talking about people who run trailers, tractor trailers, 30 to 40 miles through tunnels under the ground and information like that. Probably other than Randy Winters over there. How you doing, Randy? We're both in the UFO field. We know each other quite well. But Randy's is an expert on this field too. And we encourage everybody to come over and just look at the products, pick up a product if you would, and display it to your neighbors, and you will get some stories, I guarantee you. And like I said, we're over here on the wall, and we'd love to come over, nothing else, look around. Thank you.
My name is Frank. Our company's name is ISIS Incorporated, and our exhibit is located on table 76. My colleagues and I would like to acquaint you better with one of the great scientists of the 20th century that America, the United States of America, has produced, Mr. Dewey B. Lawson. After successfully revaluing the whole science of physics, Dewey Lawson addressed his attention to the human world. He discovered that the human world is not an accidental, unimportant part of the physical world, but that rather the physical world is only a small, finite part of the human world. And the human world, like the physical world, is governed by physical and also non-physical laws. One of the laws by which humankind is governed is our moral code, which is centered around the golden rule. Do unto others as you would be done by. This idea was not originated by Dewey Lawson. It's an ancient idea. It goes as far back as the Bible, and it has been reaffirmed in the Declaration of Independence. The idea that all men, as well as all women, are created equal in human worth, a non-physical quality of humankind. I'm going to leave it at that because I have only 3 minutes. But we would like you to have a look at what we have to offer.
I'm Dwayne Eccles. I'm a naturopathic physician from St. George, Utah, although I do not practice in Utah because it's the most policed state in the United States. Those of you who do not know. They bought into it more than Idaho. Okay? So I have to travel around the world to peddle my goods. And I've been 4 times this year in Hawaii. They bought my goods. Okay? We're getting them well. Those of you who have not listened to Joe Wallach's tape, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, you should come by my booth, pick up one, okay? Dead doctors don't lie. They die at 58. The average medical doctor lives to be 58, okay? According to Ralph Nader, who is our consumer advocate, tells us that they kill 300,000 every year. When 56,000 people died in Vietnam, we had protests all over the country. Who's protesting? Who's killing the people now? Okay, I am. I go out and teach people to be their own doctor, to stay away from the medical doctors, and that way they stay well. My booth is back in the corner. I read your eyes. I'll tell you what's going on in your body. I'll tell you more about your body in 5 minutes, and they can tell 5 weeks of their testing. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Buzz Kutzler. I first appeared here at Global Science at the very first one that was ever held. I'm proud of that. That Dean and Phyllis has really hung in there tough and held such good conferences. My booth is over back against the wall over there with my wife Darlene. I operate Buzz's Sales. I first came to these conferences with colostrum. It's a wonderful product. I used it when I was an organic dairy farmer to combat any kind of health problems that I had. It worked, and then we started using it within the family. And then I was asked to become involved with multiple sclerosis people around the United States, and since then it's just been a runaway, even exporting to Taiwan at this point. Mainly it's in 2 forms, in capsules or in the liquid concentrated state. And it about answers all your questions. I have not had the cold or the flu in 17 years now. At times I do get symptoms. I just take a little extra and I'm through it. It's no big deal. Also, I'm very strong now in ozone. I've sold hundreds and hundreds of air purifiers. I have new advancements and techniques in that field. It's even better and at lower cost. I'm not involved in multi-level anymore, so the savings is the user's benefit. Proved very successful. It rids your inside air quality of all kinds of molds, toxins, chemicals, formaldehydes, and things like that you don't need to breathe. You don't need to breathe used air any longer. You can take care of that for the whole family. And your pets. We have some cats in the house also. But at any rate, I also have something that's been very popular lately, is a ozonator that puts the ozone out through a tube that you can ozonate water with. We ozonate all of our water and try to ozonate our refrigerators and our foods that we eat, and it adds the extra oxygen, and we all need extra oxygen. So stop over my booth, try a breath of fresh air and a drink of the ozonated water. You'll appreciate it. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Wyndon Sky, co-founder of Freedom and Wellness International with my wife. We're established over here in booths 10 and 11. We are a nonprofit international business corporation established for the education and betterment of social welfare. What we do is we act on other people's behalf to actually sell their products. They can manufacture products in complete confidence. We have a full range of products to include alternative health style products, biomagnetics, Royal Rife oscillators, stuff like that. We also sell survival and independence products and books as well. We also set up international business trusts like we're set up ourselves. For anybody who owns their own business or who makes a cash income, it is vitally important to protect your assets. We work within the law. We say that no guns are necessary when you're working within the law. What we do is 100% legal. We can set you up with a tax trust entity that utilizes offshore banks, and everything becomes tax deductible except 50% of your clothing bill and 50% of your food bill. It is legal. I'll talk to any lawyer about it, any accountant about it. We've got the tax laws. Please come by and see us. It's vitally important for your freedom and wellness. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Zahid Powers. This is my second year here, and it's really good to be back. This year I've come with all the clothes you see over there by the door that have been real popular already today. But the other thing that I have is something that is probably the most exciting thing I've run across in a long time. And I've been working with subtle bodies now for 20 years. And this is a product called Ethereum Gold, coming from a company called Ethereum Technologies out of Oregon. This is a soil that contains about 35% monoatomic superconductive elements. Those of you who know of David Hudson will know what that is. This is a substance the ancients referred to as the mana, the soma, the nectar of the gods. This is what anchors the light into our body. We have scientific research that now demonstrates how this works, how it actually anchors love into the body. Come on over and I can tell you story after story of how people come up to me and ask me, what are you doing? Something's different. So I'm located over in the corner there, right behind the Bytron booth, right next to the clothes. Thank you very much.
I'm Polly Katie, and I was a speaker for in January, and I was a speaker last August, so a lot of you know me. I just want to say thank you very much for every one of you, because I did a lot of your handwriting, and I really appreciate you sending it to me and having me do it for you. Also, we have booth 95. It is in the other room, and I'll be doing some handwriting analysis, and I've traveled around the country. I have some really cool stuff to share with you, so come on over and see me. Here's my booth mate.
Hi, I'm Dana Schwan from down by Tampa, Florida. There's a lot of heavy stuff going here and serious stuff. I like to play. So what I'm doing is a little reading called Animal Magnetism that I learned from a psychologist from Australia. It's really fun. I also do handwriting analysis with Polly. Come see me and have fun.
And thanks, Dean and Phyllis. You're wonderful.
Hi, my name is Joseph McCluskey. This is my third year here. And 3 years ago when I first came here, there weren't so many people using the CellTech Super Blue Green Algae. This year there's quite a few people, and I'm really happy. I feel like, in a way, coming here has made a big difference in many people's health. And I know that a lot of you have been reached by various people from different angles. But I always like to understand and know that people are finding the most basic, nutrient-dense food that's ever been discovered on the planet, and they're finding it and using it in their diets. How many people are actually eating Super Blue Green Algae so far? So there's a noticeable number of people. So if you'd like to know more about it, please come on over to my booth. I'm in the other room there, and I'd be glad to tell you more about it. Okay? Thanks. Bye.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rose Bromberg. I'm here on behalf of Perceptions Magazine, and we're over in booth 75, right over there, under the big chandelier. I wanted to show you some of the magazines that we have, and the camera. We have a current issue and some back issues for sale. I know that Dean advocates this magazine to be one of the best he's ever read. Anybody that subscribed to this magazine? Can I see a show of hands? And so you can talk to any of these people, and they all love it. We also have a good subscription price. Some of the things that it deals with, this particular issue, just the one I picked up, about the HARP, UFO disclosure updates, fluoridation, all kinds of different things. There's a lot of political information, things on UFOs, healing, natural healing, things of that nature. So it's very much like Global Sciences. In fact, a lot of people that speak for Global Sciences also write for the magazine. We have an article in one of them by Richard Hoagland, also a very famous speaker. We also have other products, some research by Richard McDonald, who's the foremost researcher on state citizenship and sovereignty, and he's done some tremendous research, and there's really good information on that. Also, we have a book called Goodbye April 15th by Boston Tea Party. It's an excellent book. It's by far the best book I've ever read on the IRS, and the information is very concise. It's very easy to read, and very available. He also gives you some practical how-tos in the book. In this book also by the same author, and it's just a recent publishing, called You and the Police, explains a little bit about how to deal with the police in any kind of contact, anything, how, for instance, how to talk your way out of a ticket. If you're not under arrest, are you free to go? What things should you never have on you? The fact that you don't have to ID yourself unless you're arrested. There's a few other things, how to contact, how to talk your way, out of a ticket, and can the police search your car without a warrant, so forth. Just lots of really practical information, and it's only $15. So you may want to come check us out. We're in booth 75, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them, and enjoy the conference. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Earl, and this is Nancy, and we're publishers of Planetary Connections, and it's kind of like a Global Sciences in print. And we brought plenty of copies of the last 2 issues, and they're free over there to pick up, so come by and pick those up. Also, we just doubled our circulation, so now our readership is approaching 1/8 of a million people. So if you want to really reach a targeted audience, any of you that have products, services, messages to get out, then see us about that. We also are representing the ISIS white powder gold. Those of you who know of David Hudson know about that. And we also have an extremely potent form of that called the red powder gold. So you might want to find out more about that. We're also very excited to represent the Wayne water and salve. We have that here. And those of you who are going to be here Sunday are going to hear some very interesting, sometimes to some people startling and exciting information, and some very hopeful stuff. And you'll know what the Wayne water is. We also, those of you who know of Bob Beck, know of the magnetic pulse generator, as well as the silver tea machines. We have those as well, and they come highly mentioned by Dr. Beck. So we've got that and a number of other things. So we have 2 booths that are together right over here. And be sure and come and see us, because I think you'll find it interesting. And one other thing, for everyone that comes by our booth, we have a special surprise for you, and when you hear what it is, you're going to love it. So come by and find out.
It's a reading.
Hello, everybody. They told me I was last, but I guess not. Anyway, my name is Dolores Ordorf. I'm from Colorado Springs, and I've been using different types of working with people for years, and I've come up with something that's called AccuReflex. I make my own tool. It looks vicious, but it really works. This young man, he volunteered to come up here. He says he wants me to work on his back in front of all of you.
Anytime.
Wow. So he says it's pretty good, right? Well, anyway, I'm back in booth 61, and I have videotapes on my work, How to Balance Yourself at Home. I'm really working for the idea of self-help at home. And you people can learn to give yourself treatments of all types. This works as acupuncture, reflexology, massage, body balance, anything you want to do for yourself, you can mainly do it with this roller. And if you'll hit all the acupressure points in the body, you're going to find yourself feeling a whole lot better. And I don't care how you do it with this roller. It's just mainly up and down. The only thing I don't ask people to do is go across the meridians. The meridians run up and down on the body, and it's good to use the roller up and down. And to use it on myself, I do it this way. If you can do that when you're over 70, good luck. I couldn't do it when I was 26. Anyway, this does make the body limber and healthy. And I'm back in the booth 61 with tapes, books, and I can show you acrylic photography, a before and after using the roller. I will change the energy field absolutely and completely within minutes. And thank you very much. And let's have a good time back there. Come on.
Definitely a benefit for coming up here. I'm Joe Peterson, and I'm the one that does the videos at the regular global science meetings and quite a few other things. I'll have videos and such down here tomorrow night and Saturday and Sunday. So if you're interested, I'm not sure where I'm going to set up yet, but I'll have some videos available here or be taking orders from past meetings and that sort of thing. And just to put in a plug, if you want to have people talk to you, go ahead and carry one of their bags around also from over here at the UFO table.
My name is Ron Williams. I come from Arizona. I'm in the back corner over here with that black contraption that everybody's jumping on. If nobody's in it, help yourself. I didn't bring any of my electronic devices for alternative energy. We have a magnetic motor, and we have a hydraulic turbine motor. If you want to talk to me about that, we'll talk to you about that back there. We have also other fitness equipments back there. I'm 10 years retired into the health profession, treating the body structurally, chemically, and mentally. We're demonstrating back there a Biotron unit, which is EAV, electroacupuncture according to Vol. These are the newest systems out. You can buy computerized versions for $600 to $2,000. These are the $600 units. If you have any questions, be happy to meet you back there. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Dan Pilla from Minnesota. If you people have seen these flyers on your chairs, I want you to understand one thing. It seems the harder you work, the further behind you get. Now, we have to educate people with 4 5s. Do you know what I mean by 4 5s? 5 words or less, 5 seconds, 5th grade level, and 5 times. Don't forget that. We got a serious problem in this country. Money, we all need it, we all use it, but what is it? This is a flip chart that will explain the money issue with 4 5s. I promise you, if you don't know it, how do you expect to teach anybody about it? And it's very important because no nation can survive when taxes are assessed OTA for money-created OTA. Do you know what I mean by that? Out of thin air. My booth is down there with those signs, why create money and taxes out of thin air. And another very important thing I have is a calendar with the Bill of Rights. Commentaries from the scriptures on each right. Commentaries from our forefathers. Commentaries on how to use your rights. Because if you don't know them, you don't use them. If you don't use them, you lose them. Now, also, I have many little flyers and tracts. A 14-year-old girl did the artwork for this on me, on who controls whom. Go down and pick it up, because this tells you a real nice story on educating our friends and relatives, because you tell anybody anything and they just think you're off the wall. Give them this. I put together a flyer here, what one leader of a nation says, I may never declare war, I may make war. Do you know who said that? One of the great leaders, Hitler, Johnson, Roosevelt, Churchill, Nixon, or George Bush. Who do you think said it? No, Franklin Roosevelt to Winston Churchill. Come down and look at it. Many people think Roosevelt's a god. You'll learn something from it. And the money issue, you've got to learn it, and we've got the information there. Come down and see it. And then I have 3 books that were written by my son how anyone can negotiate with the IRS and win, 41 ways to elect the IRS with a postage stamp, and fire the IRS. And the last thing is how to preserve your assets in gold and silver. Come and see me, and I'll be glad to talk to you. Thank you.
That's okay. I'm Carol Colby. I'm from Boulder, Colorado. I spent 9 months this past year down in Sedona, Arizona, and I had the pleasure of meeting Wayne Rowland and brought him to Denver in June for the first time, and he's back here again. He has a very unique product called Silver Wayne Water. He's been into Tesla technology for many years, and he's an inventor, and he's created a process whereby he creates a lightning bolt using some Tesla equipment, and he takes pure ingot silver and flashes it onto distilled water. And he puts into the water a B-flat Hertz frequency, which is the frequency at which Mother Earth used to vibrate at, and no longer does. So it gives it some pretty incredible healing properties when it can regrow actual cartilage and flesh on burned faces and ears, noses. It can be taken internally, of course, and used for many different things. Basically, colloidal silver kills single-cell organisms, but this has some other healing properties. It is in suspension. It doesn't settle out in the bottom of the bottle. It's a quart-sized bottle. Unlike what you find in the health food stores, it runs, the ones in the health food store cost an arm and a leg, and this certainly doesn't for the amount that you get. And you can take an ounce a day or a couple ounces a day. If you really are sick, you might want to drink a third of a bottle to start out with. But he also emphasizes that people use a parasite cleanse and deworm and clean up first, along with the water. And then I do have a company out of Phoenix, Arizona called Awareness, and I have the information on their products. And it's a very simple product. You take 2 capsules a day basically for 90 days. And it's easy, and it doesn't require all these other little bottles and things that some of the other companies are telling you about. But I have one other product he recommends. It's Claire Visan. It's for the eyes. It will help improve your eyesight as well as dissolve cataracts in, say, 2 to 3 months' time. So I'm back over here at booth 28. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Henry Curtis. This is my wife, Nora, and we're over there in the back room. I've got mineral toddy, and it comes in several flavors now, with vitamins, with more vitamins, with herbs, and my wife is interested in this new product that many of you have heard of called Sex in a Bottle, and she wants to say a couple of words about that.
Well, we have Sex in a Bottle, so if you're interested in that, it comes in 2 forms, for men and for women. And you can take it 2 days or 5 days or 30 days, and in the long run, it will work. So we expect that you can visit us in the other room, and thank you. Bye-bye.
Now walk, don't run to the next room. There's enough to go around. Now, all right. Can you believe that we had 40-some different people and they finished 20 minutes ahead of time? Oh, what? Hey. Yeah, we want to thank them now, don't we? I want to announce just one thing, and then you're going to get a 12-minute rest here, or time for getting ready for tonight's major address. On tomorrow's program, if you look at your programs, a last-minute change. Peter Kawaja had stuff happen that he could not be here, even though his airplane ticket was bought and everything. In Peter Kawaja's place, you will have a presentation by Ron Russell. Ron is a professional photographer. He just returned from probably one of the best summers of crop circles in England that ever has been had, and he will show his pictures of the crop circles of England in that spot. Peter Kawaja in his spot. So if you've got your program there, you can mark that down. Ron Russell, crop circle pictures, and I think you'll really enjoy them because this was a real good year for them. And he goes over there, and he's a professional photographer. He hangs out of the airplane, you know, by one heel and takes these pictures. And he's here and he's still alive, and he has those pictures to show us in Peter Kawaja's place. Okay, take 12 minutes and be back. There's a lot coming yet tonight. If you've been reading about the Mars stuff, you want to be back.